Hello and welcome back to Salesforce Hub. In today's video, we will be learning about decorators in LWC. So first, let's understand what do we mean by decorators. Decorators are the design pattern that will be adding functionalities into the properties and function in LWC. So there are three types of decorators in LWC. First is API, second is track, and third is wire. Now let's understand all three decorators in detail. So first let's start with the first one, that is @API. So @API is a decorator which will be making properties or functions, you can also say methods, as in public, okay? It will be used, the @API decorator will be used to make these properties and function publicly available between the components, okay? For example, if we are having a component and inside that we are having another component, okay? So let me label them. So this is a component, or you can say it is a parent component and it is a child component, okay? Now, whenever, let's suppose there is a field inside this child component, anything, okay? The name field, age field, or any other thing. Now, this particular thing want to access, or this particular value have to be accessed by parent. Then what we need to make, we need to get this particular value inside a property, and that property should be public, okay? Then only this property will be accessible by the parent. Otherwise, this property will not be accessible by the parent. And how to make that property publicly available? By defining that property with the @API. Now we'll see the second decorator, that is track. Track is the decorator that will be making the property and the methods, as in private method and property, that can only be accessed within the component only, and that can't be used outside the component. Like for example, there are two components. The outer one is the parent component and the inner one is the child component. Now, whenever you want that properties and the functions of parent component can only be accessed by parent only, then you can mention those properties as in track. Why? Because that will be the private property and that can't be accessed by the child. Same you can do with the child component as well. If you want that child properties and methods can't be accessed by the parent, then you can mention all those properties with the @track, and parent will not be able to access those properties. So the third and the last decorator is the wire decorator. That will be used to call the Apex method, and with the help of those Apex method, we can retrieve the data and we can show that data onto the LWC component. So let's take an example. So this is the particular component, and if you will be describing any of the property with the wire decorator, then that particular property will be calling a method of Apex class. And in that method, you can write a code for retrieving the data from the database. So this method will be retrieving the data from the database. It will be giving back that data into Apex, and then Apex will be sending that data back to the LWC component. So basically, wire decorator is used to fetch out the data from the database, or you want to do any kind of an operation with the Apex class, then we can use the wire decorator. I hope now you got the clear understanding of what are decorators and its type. Now in the next video, we'll be practically implementing each decorator. And if you found this video insightful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more such content.